Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 381 of Scotch and Smoke Rings. I am your neighborhood friendly Oxhorn, here with my suspender set to maximum stun. We've got a great show for you today. Lots of stuff to do. There's a new Overwatch hero, that's right, Sombra. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't played Overwatch together since Sombra has been released, and PlayStation 4 mods for Fallout 4 released today. That's right, today is an exciting day for a number of reasons. I've got a video coming out tomorrow that's going to go over the best Fallout 4 mods on the PlayStation 4 as of this moment. It's been less than 24 hours, and there were like 170 mods on the PlayStation 4 store. So it's an exciting day. DJ says, evening there, Oxhorn. Evening there, DJ. Lucker Stomp 960 Gaming says, hello, Oxhorn. Hello to you, my good sir. Cigar Ox is in the house and says, you're on. That's right, I am. Glad to have you on the show, as always. Cigar Ox 0 for 17 is here. Adip2S is here. The Generic Pyro, Hawkster, Skeletor, Mortus, Dark Brew 108, and of course, the Fancy Badger. The Fancy Badger's evil cousin is the Fancy Badger. I am here as well, and I'm really pleased to be here. I almost forgot about the show today, but I didn't. I have never forgotten about the show, ever. In how many years has it been? Since 2009, however long that's been. I've never forgotten about a show, but I almost forgot today because I was so absolutely consumed with with making videos. So I worked on a new video until early in the morning today, and I didn't get around to publishing it until 2 o'clock. Many of you have seen it, right? I published it at 2 o'clock today, Pacific time. The best retexture mods for Fallout 4. I'm pretty proud of it. A lot of really great mods in there. If any of you are new to modding and you want a great place to start with choosing mods for your Fallout 4 experience, that's a good one, because it goes over some wonderful texture mods that not only add a lot of immersion to your game, but also that improve frame rates. That's right, I went over a few mods in there that actually reduce the file sizes of textures while simultaneously making them look better, which makes for a much more stable gameplay. So that was a fun one to put together, but I worked until 2 o'clock today trying to get that video done. Eden Jade says, did you know that mods are available on the PS4 as of today? It is true. They are available today. And so that's why today and tonight I'm going to be up late working on a new video on the top 10 Fallout 4 mods for the PlayStation 4 that were released in the past 24 hours. That's the theme of my video for tomorrow. But that means that I'm going to have to be up late because one of the things I want to do with that video is watch the mods roll in. You know, mods are continuing to roll in on the PlayStation 4 merchant store all day today and then all tonight. So I'm going to be watching that closely tonight while I simultaneously make a video so that tomorrow morning I've got a brand new video for you bright and early that's got the top 10 mods that have appeared on that store in 24 hours. So that's my project for tonight. But anyway, I was working on that and then I got a message on my phone. It said, bring, the show starts in an hour. I'm like, I forgot. I almost forgot. So I had to scramble to get the show together, but here I am, ladies and gentlemen, donning with my cap with my suspenders ready as always. Big Stacks 2 says, this show alone. Or no, Mortus says, and it fell off the screen. Mortus says, the old one was when I was younger, so I wanted to change it. Oh, I see. He changed his name. And then Big Stacks 2 says, this show alone is old, or maybe it just makes me feel old. No, it's getting old. We've been doing this show for many years, ladies and gentlemen. Jared W. says, good evening. This is my last oatmeal stout. I am sad. Well, I'm here to make you feel a little bit better. I'm drinking a Guinness Blonde. I didn't choose it. My wife did. So if you have a criticism, don't talk to me. I just don't want to hear it. But I am drinking it, and it's not that bad. Cheers. I absolutely loved your XO1 video yesterday, said Nathan Grant. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I put a lot of research into that video, so I'm pretty confident with my conclusions, even though I know it's pretty controversial. Who would have known that so many people cared so passionately about this particular topic? But they do. They do. Anyway, lots of, what's a good word for it? Vibrant conversations in the comment section of that video. We have been having a lot of fun. John F. Remco says, good day, Sir Oxhorn. What are we smoking today? We've got a lot of options. I just had a new cigar shipment, so I could be smoking these itty-bitty Perfectos. Sorry. This is the Griffin's Perfecto, hadn't been made in the Dominican Republic. I'll show these to you. I'm not going to smoke these today because I've got a different one that I want to show you. If I can open the box. Oh, there we go. They are itty-bitty, but I love the way that they're rolled. That's what a Perfecto looks like. These were pretty pricey, so I only got 4 of them, and I only have 2 left. But I love the shape and size of these cigars. Aren't these just the greatest things? Look how it's got this sort of torpedo shape to it. It's called a Perfecto shape, and it's by far and away my favorite shape for a cigar. But I'm going to save those. I'm not going to smoke them tonight. Instead, I'm going to be smoking another of my favorite shapes. If I can get this box closed. And that's called the chisel. This is a chisel. Check that out. Ooh, that is a chisel-shaped foot, or not foot, but butt of the cigar. But the cool thing about these chisels, here, I'll share with you the brand name. The brand name of this cigar is LFD, La Flor Dominicana. Double Ligero, handmade in the Dominican Republic. And as you can see, it's a Maduro. It's a fairly dark cigar, but it's got this chisel-shaped butt to it. But the cool thing about it is for cigars like these, you do not need a cigar cutter. I'll show you how to open these. Here we go. You just squeeze the end until it cracks. And it cracks right open. You don't have to cut it, which means that you have 0 risk of the cigar unraveling in your mouth, which always proves for a wonderful smoke. That's what we're smoking today, and I'm really excited. Cheers. And yes, I am using a cigar-friendly odorless butane for this. So I'm doing it the right way, ladies and gentlemen. I know matches are great, but matches do have the risk of putting a sulfur taste to your cigar. And with butane, there is no risk whatsoever. Someone on my last show told me that I was smoking these too hot. And he's probably right. I probably do smoke them a bit too hot, so I'm going to try and take fewer puffs over a longer period of time today. That Generic Pyro says, you planning on doing any mod showcases for Skyrim Special Edition now that modding for it is taking off? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I just need to get my feet wet, right? I mean, I'm into Skyrim. I killed Alduin. I can't say that I beat the game. If I say I beat the game, there are going to be a host of you who hop on there and say, Oxford, you can't really beat Skyrim. Okay, all right. But I killed Alduin, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I need to do another live stream of Skyrim. I haven't done any mods for that game, though, yet. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the game, try to understand the lore a little bit before I dive into the modding scene. I'm just a little OCD that way. Luke Shimek says, I grew up in the Dominican Republic. A lot of the tobacco came from Cuba when Castro took over. So the tobacco, well, I don't know. I mean, the way that cigars work, it's a weird political situation, but the politics of cigars are that even if it was made in Nicaragua or the Dominican Republic, if the tobacco itself came from Cuba, that is still technically unlawful to sell in the United States of America, although I do believe that they are lifting the embargo. But you can take seeds from Cuba, plant them in the Dominican Republic, and then sell that tobacco, or sell cigars made from that tobacco. That's called Cuban seed tobacco. tobacco that has been grown from seeds that came from Cuba. But it's not quite as good as Cuban tobacco because the entire point of a Cuban cigar is that the leaves were made from Cuban soil. It's the soil in Cuba that's supposed to make the cigar a richer cigar. But the techniques of cigar making has evolved so much over the last 50 to 60 years since the embargo that non-Cuban cigars are actually ranking higher in blind taste tests than Cuban cigars. Just check out the top 10 picks from Cigar Aficionado over the past 5 to 6 years, and the big winners are going to be Nicaraguan, Dominican Republic, and Honduras, not necessarily Cuba. I am a wealth of useless knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. You are free to tap me whenever you're curious. That is not a euphemism. J Modrack says people were overhyping Special Edition and it's already dying. It's the same game anyways. Yes, it's the same game, but that same game is 6 years old and it has a thriving community that is larger than most new games. That's the funny thing about Skyrim. Yes, Skyrim Special Edition is essentially the exact same game as Skyrim, hence the name, still called Skyrim. But you've got people who have been playing Skyrim for the first time in 3 or 4 years, or for the first time ever, and that community is still huge. It's larger than many new games that are launched these days. Titanfall 2, for example. It's a great game. I've really enjoyed playing Titanfall 2. But everyone's obsessed with Battlefield. Nobody's playing Titanfall 2. It's sad. It's a great game. It deserves a larger audience. Fat Shine says, lol, Ox, your useless knowledge is so good. I learned something. Well, good. I'm glad somebody appreciates it. The Banty Badger says, just give your patent-pending Oxbot a pat on the fedora, and a wealth of pre-recorded cigar knowledge will be yours. Now available for the low, low price of money. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am your cigar bot. Pat me on my head, and I will dispense free cigar knowledge. DJ says, I've been wondering something about your videos, Oxhorn. How much work do you put into your vids? Especially lore. How much do you script or storyboard, etc.? Well, I do a new video every single day, so I don't have any time whatsoever to script or storyboard. It's the lore videos take an enormous amount of time. I will probably spend, honest to goodness, 12 to 13 hours every day on a lore video, which is why I don't do a new lore video every day. I try to space things out a little bit. Sometimes it's a mod overview, sometimes it's a lore video, sometimes it's something else. The only mod overviews that take up the same amount of time as a lore video is going to be something like the 21 best Minuteman mods. Those kind of videos take an enormous amount of time. But when it comes to a lore video, I spend probably a good 4 to 5 hours researching. And during the research phase, I sketch out the story in my head on how I want to tell the story. Then I'll record the footage. And I usually turn off my mic, get into the game, and then just go through the dungeon, if it's just a location-based lore video, and record myself going through the dungeon so that I have that experience fresh in my head before I sit down and record the audio. Then I open up my audio editing program and sit down there and for a couple of hours just talk. And sometimes I'll get this crazy idea for how I want the story to go, but that'll be at the end of the recording, so I've got to remember to splice it in, and I'll give myself audio cues and the actual dialogue to say, oh, remember to go back and do. Then I spend 2 or 3 hours editing that audio into an actual 10 minutes of usable audio. And then I've got to compress it and then amplify it and then put it in the editing program. And then I actually have to match up the video to the audio. So it's a time-consuming process, but it's a lot of fun and it's really rewarding. Some of the lore videos are my favorite videos that I've done to date. Jose966T says, hi, Oxford, where can I buy cigars? Do you have a special place? Well, of course, make sure you're 18 or over. We do not condone illegal smoking here on Scotch and Smoke Rings. But if you are of the appropriate age, my suggestion is to go to Famous Smoke. You can get 20 or 17% off if you use a discount code that is available on Reddit. Just Reddit, Famous Smoke or just go to Google and type in Famous Smoke Reddit coupon. That'll bring up the page that has the coupon on it. That'll give you 17% off. And then Famous Smoke it's just, I like the user interface of that website. I have no affiliation with them, but that's where I go to get my cigars. But you got to be 18. Lots of great questions. Fat Shine says, what do you enjoy more, Elder Scrolls or Fallout? I personally prefer Elder Scrolls since there's more freedom of character. I respect that. I do enjoy Elder Scrolls. I personally prefer Fallout just because I like the theme of the game more. The character at the end of the day is still wholly mine. I don't care who she was before the war. Sure, she may have been a lawyer, or sure, he may have been in the military, but he's not that person anymore. He or she is now the person I want him or her to be. So I still feel like I have freedom of character expression, even when playing Fallout 4. Wild Rocker says, Oxhorn, I'm mad at you. You scared me to death with the creepy statue in Vault 88. And then also the Halloween video. The mannequin came to life. I remember the face that popped up. Now look, I should be the one who's upset. That scared me. I'm sitting there just trying to play a video game. I'm making an honest video. And then all of a sudden this mannequin face pops up right above my Pip-Boy. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, man. That was... And then the thing that I was surprised that I was as scared as I was is when I was in the kids' room and I'm just looting around, and then all they did is give you an audio cue in the mod. There's just this slight little thump. And then you look up, and through the broken piece of the door, you see the female mannequin standing there. That, for some reason, just freaked me out. And I just went, ah! And then I had to recover. And I was okay. But that video... It was popular, so I'm glad I did it. It was a popular video. Jose says, I'm 22, and today it's my birthday. Thanks. Oh, that's great. Well, enjoy your cigars. Mortu says, I personally do not smoke, nor do I drink. It's just not my cup of tea. That's okay, good sir. I respect that. This is my cup of tea. Cheers. Speaking of which, I actually have Scotch today. That's right, I will be drinking beer and Scotch today. I haven't had dinner yet, so I figure in the meantime, I will drink Scotch and beer to quell the hunger within. Today we're drinking some 10-year-old Glencairn. Not much better. It's a great price for a great Scotch. And I love that sound. Yeah, that's enough to get us through the show, I think. The only problem with the corks is sometimes they come to pieces in your bottle. Cheers! DJ says, Oxhorn brand tea looks suspiciously like Guinness. Oh, it's tea time. Hide the Guinness bottles. Wild Rocker says, you did an amazing job on the Boylston Club. Have you thought about a video with the murderer in the sewers? The Fenn Street sewer murderer. I have, but the problem with that story is there's no answer. Like, we don't find the body of the police officer, the detective. We don't find the body. Unless it's the body on top of the sewer. You know that skeleton on top of this, but that's how you found the sewer. Was it the body on top of the sewer? That was the body of the detective? I don't know if you actually found the body of the detective. But you certainly don't find any remnant of the serial killer in the Park Street sewer. I mean, I could certainly record myself going through that dungeon. But would that be a compelling video? I don't know. If I could find out some nugget of lore that nobody else knows about, then yes, I could do that video. Arctic Wolf says, will you be doing a lore video on Diamond City or Good Neighbor? Those are very popular topics, so yes, I will. You should see my list of ideas. I have a huge, 13-page list of all of the ideas that I've saved from your YouTube comments. I read all of your YouTube comments, and I use them for ideas for my future videos, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I save them all, and then I just kind of go through them one by one. But there are so many people who have been asking me for the lore of Diamond City and of Good Neighbor. What was it that Mayor McDonough did to drive away the ghouls to Good Neighbor? Stuff like that. And so it's going to take a lot of research to find all of that and put it together. So I've been postponing that. But it is on my agenda. Nathan Grant says, how is the Raider mod review video going? Oh, it's... I just finished talking about the other request for a Good Neighbor / Diamond City video. And then, of course, there's that request. It's on my list. I have this list, and it's got all sorts of great ideas on it. There's only one day every day. I can only produce 365 videos a year. Or is it 356? How many days are in a year? You should do a mod review called The Cannibal in Covenant. But that would be the player character, right? Because who kills everyone in Covenant? The player character, the sole survivor. Skeletor says it's 365, but 366 this year. Oh. Great, you guys get an extra video this year. That's a bonus, right from Oxhorn, just because I love you. Mortus says, I am bummed since I have to live in the French-Canadian part of Canada. Let's finish this comment. I don't get to celebrate Thanksgiving, for they celebrate theirs in October. Oh, gotcha. And I'm an American, so it's a rough change not having the massive amounts of feast in November. I see. Okay. All right. So it's not that they're Canadian and speak French. It's that you don't get turkey. I can empathize. I really can. If I lived in French Canada and I didn't get turkey, I would be just as bummed. I'm with you. Dude in a Mask says, Oxhorn, we all know you don't make one video a day. How can you say that? I release a video every day. All you have to do is go through the videos section of my YouTube channel and look at when they were published. You're going to notice that they go 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, all the way to 7. Because that's how many days are in a week. So, I challenge you. Except for this week, because I did take Monday off. Aside from this week, I have released a video every day. Texas Pete says, I've never eaten turkey before. How is it? And the Dog of God says dry. And Nathan Grant says turkey is so dry. That's true unless you make it correctly. There is a way to make a succulent turkey, but it's hard. Now, I don't know how to do it. I'm a bad chef. But my sister-in-law makes a succulent turkey. She cooks it all day. And it has something to do with bacon fat. You can see where I'm going with this, right? It's pretty amazing. How was the lasagna last night, says the Wild Rocker. Oh, I think it was the night before last, actually. But it was delicious. I played, was I playing? I was playing Overwatch. Because I thought Sombra had been released, but she hadn't been. She was released yesterday. So it was the day before yesterday. And I was trying to play Sombra, and I was waiting for my lasagna dinner, because my beautiful wife was making me a lasagna dinner, and I was hungry. And I wanted to keep my mind off of it, so I played some Overwatch with all of you. And then she called me for, oh, it was so good. I had 2 portions. She had like 3 different cheeses on it, and a ton of Parmesan. Here's the key to making an excellent pasta. Just make it 3 parts Parmesan, 1 part pasta. Just deck that thing out in Parmesan cheese. That's going to be an awesome, awesome pasta. I don't need tomato sauce. I don't even need ground beef. Just put in tons of Parmesan cheese, and I'll be happy. Frying Manta says, now turkey is nothing compared to beer and turducken. I have yet to try a turducken. I have to say, that is an American invention that I am both horrified of and curious about. So curious that I really want to have it. I want to try it. I would be, yeah, I got to try some turducken. Nathan Grant says it's 3:26 a.m. right now, and I'm hungry, doggone it, Oxhorn. I know. Smoked turkey is the best way to go, good sir, says Gregoron Blackbane. Ooh, with Thanksgiving coming up, everybody is sharing all of their turkey ideas and recipes. And that's a good thing. Mick the Popcorn Pig says, I'm here, I'm finally here, I'm late. Pleasure to have you on the program again, good to have you back. Robin asks, didn't John Madden invent the turducken? I don't know, did he? That would be a great... I could imagine John Madden inventing the turducken. I really could. I mean, heck, if I was John Madden and I invented the turducken, I would brag about it. I would be so proud. Big Stacks 2 says, my brother practically dumps the entire container of Parmesan cheese whenever he has pasta. Well, it's just because he has good taste. But you know what? The good Parmesan cheese is not the powdery kind you get in that big container that looks like Clorox powder. You could probably get the 2 mixed up. But shaved Parmesan. I know it's a tough cheese, but if you get one of those cheese graters and a big hunk of, like a rind of Parmesan, just grate that over. That's the good Parmesan. Powalaha says, sounds like you've got a great wife, Oxhorn. I really do. She is a dear. Greg Hartung says, did your wife make a zucchini lasagna for herself again? Did that re-spark the cucumber / zucchini debate? No, thankfully she didn't. I mean, she does. She makes normal lasagna for me because she knows I love it. But she loves vegetables and cucumber. And so she always makes herself a cucumber lasagna. It just shouldn't be. It's so sad. But she loves it. So, God bless her. But she didn't this time. She just made one big awesome pasta lasagna with meat sauce and Parmesan. It's a good thing. Texas Pete says 70K hype. Luke Shimek says, yay, Oxhorn for 70K. Thank you both so very much. That's right, I hit 70K. Feels like just yesterday I hit 50K. Feels like just the day before that I hit 10K. This channel is growing rapidly, ladies and gentlemen, and it's all thanks to you. Thank you so much for coming back every single day, watching my videos, and sharing them. I really do appreciate it. Nathan Grant asks, how long have you been married? I've been married for 5 years. Sorry, that was a stutter. Just some sort of nervous tick. I didn't actually forget. 5 years. Flying Mantis says, watch out, Oxhorn. There's a mod on PS4 that is screwing up the borders and making everywhere unable to walk to. It's either Simple Green mod or the oil rig. It's the oil rig. I'm actually going to review that one. It's the oil rig player home because that mod removes all of the borders in your game. But it shouldn't be giving people any issue because, I mean, it's been out on the Nexus and the Xbox for months. It's not a new mod. It's been out for a very long time. And all it does is remove the borders. So as long as you don't walk off the world, you should be good. Flying Mantis, thanks for bringing that to my attention. I'm going to have to make sure that before I recommend it tomorrow, that it's actually not screwing up people's games. John Cameron says, hi, Oxhorn. It's the first time I've managed to catch you live. Well, hi there, John Cameron. Pleasure to have you on the program. Hawkstar, he's big. He's a big boy. What are you playing today, Oxhorn asks Arctic Wolf. We will be playing Overwatch because the new Sombra is out. I probably won't be playing Sombra, but we will be fighting a lot of Sombra. Brandon Hall says, I found out about this channel way after you stopped making shorts. You gotta let the fans know where you are. Yeah, you're right. I really need to go to my old Oxhorn channel and do an update video saying, hey, everybody, remember me? I got a new channel now. No longer Warcraft stuff, but Fallout stuff. Ad Victoriam. Wild Rocker says, hey, Oxhorn, what mods would you recommend for Institute players? I'm curious because you did a fantastic job with the Minuteman video. I actually did a video all about the 21 best Institute mods, probably about 3 or 4 days before I did the Minuteman video. So it's up on my channel right now. Just check out my recently posted videos and you will find it. It's got the big Institute icon right in the middle. Flying Manta says, yeah, I can't walk anywhere. It's giving me that message everywhere. That's terrifying. Thanks for letting me know. I was about to recommend that mod, so I won't. Thank you. And Gregor on Blackbane says, Oxhorn, what would you rather eat? A lasagna with layers of cucumbers or a lasagna with layers of guacamole? It's like asking me who I'd rather vote for. Come on, man. I feel a reference to South Park coming up. It's not lasagna. If it doesn't have noodles in it, that's lasagna. That's disgusting. Ugh. Guacamole in a lasagna? Ugh. Ian Desjardins says, how long do you think Scotch and smoke rings will last? As long as I do? I'm pretty much the only qualifier, or the only requirement for this show to go on. As long as I'm still here, and I have the ability to turn on a button, the show is going to last. It's not really... There aren't a lot of requirements that go into the production of this show. As many of you have been able to tell, sometimes I just roll off of work or out of bed, sit down in this chair, and turn the camera on, and boom, we've got Scotch and smoke rings. Cheers. Oh, Scotch. Preston says, see you later, Oxhorn. I gotta go watch more of your Fallout videos. Keep up the good work. Will do. More videos are coming. Hyper Arcade says, "Hey Ox, am I late to the Scotch and Smoke Rings?" You're a little late, but that's okay. We haven't even started the game yet. A lot more of the show left to go. Wrecker says, "Are you streaming Overwatch on YouTube as well after the smoke ship?" Indeed I am. I haven't decided if I'm going to stream it on Twitch, because last time I did have some problems playing Overwatch on Twitch. We will try it. But if there are problems, I may need to go to a YouTube-only broadcast. Puff and Stuff says, "Blow a smoke ring." Of course. Thank you for keeping me honest. That's what this show is all about. Flying Mantis says, "Yeah, the oil rig mod screwed over borders. I disabled it and boom, I could walk everywhere. Thanks for letting me know." That's actually going to save me a lot of time, because I was going to download it and install it and then play through it. It'll save me an hour worth of time, probably. Dude in a Mask asks, "Oxhorn, would you ever make Fallout mods yourself?" I've already published 2. They're just simple texture replacers. One is actually a body slide preset, and the other is a texture replacer. I've got another mod in mind that is also a texture replacer that I might publish eventually. Oh, it's my mustache. My mustache is getting in the way of the smoke rings. Maybe I should trim it by burning it off. No, I won't do that. Clever, though. There we go. Got a few good ones out. WildRocker01 says, "Do you remember that settlement video where you tried fraps instead? Was that any better than what you've had before to record?" So I have been going through... I've been testing a lot of different technology to try and figure out the best way to go about it. So I was using open broadcast software to record my videos back in April. That was adding a lot of hitches and stuttering to my videos, so I switched to Fraps. Fraps is a software that I have been using for a very long time. It's been around for eons, and it produces extremely high-quality video. The problem with Fraps is the file sizes are very large, and it's extremely CPU intensive, which means that by simply recording with Fraps, my game loses like 15 frames per second. It was fine up until I completely rebuilt my computer. I don't know why, but for some reason, by rebuilding my computer, it doesn't work as well with Fraps as my old computer did. I've been doing a number of things to try and fix it. I recently overclocked this computer. I now get 13% more CPU power out of it. And then I also did a couple of things. I changed the load priority, or I changed the priority of my game and my recording software. But Fraps, it's great for short little bursts, but if I'm sitting there trying to record anything longer than 10 minutes, it bogs my system down. So I changed my settings for my open broadcast software, and I managed to get a fairly decent looking video out of it, but there are still slight hitches every now and then. So I just ordered some more thermal paste, and I'm going to be resetting my heatsink to see if that fixes it. Wild Rocker says, I remember now, it was a settlement video where you had a mod where the Brahmin kept farming. Yeah, farting. Yeah, I had a mod installed called Immersive Brahmin Farts, because they're Brahmin, and they've got 10 stomachs, so naturally they're gonna fart. Hey, I thought it was immersive, but come to find out it's also distracting. Not good for a video. So after about 10 videos of showing off my settlements with all these farting Brahmin everywhere, I had to finally uninstall the mod. Because all of my comments were like, Oxhorn, keep that microphone away from your butt. I'm like, no, it's a mod. It's an immersive farting Brahmin mod. And nobody cared. It was just too distracting. I had to turn it off. But yeah, go watch my old settlement builds. There's lots of farting Brahmin. Oh my goodness. What was wrong with me? Why did I do that? I wasn't taking this as seriously as I do now. Back then. I was just playing around. Now I'm serious. No more farting Brahmin. Oh my goodness. Hyper Arcade asks, Oxhorn, what is the cigar for this stream? The cigar is LFD La Flor Dominicana Double Ligero. It's a chisel tip cigar, which are a delight to smoke. You don't have to cut them. They provide a pure, easy smoke, and they don't unravel in front of you. Ian says, Oxhorn, do you hope there will be some sequels to Fallout 4? Absolutely. Of course I do. My business depends on it. I sure hope that they have some sequels to Fallout 4, because I have a lot of content that I could produce. Sure, blame the Brahmin, says Turbo Flea. You know you hit the Mexican buffet before recording. That generic Pargo says, I imagine uninstalling that mod improved settlement happiness in the long run. Oh, that would have been funny. If it negatively affected settlement happiness with Brahmin farts. Moses Bear says, The Vim Factory is my favorite episode. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that video. I sure had a lot of fun putting the Vim Factory video together. Seth Garland says, hey, what's your favorite video you've made so far? And I love the hat, by the way. Thank you very much. I also really love the hat. That's why I'm wearing it. It's a good hat. And as for my favorite video, it's hard to say. My lore videos are the most satisfying to make. I think The Long Walk, which is the story of June and Marcy Long, that was one of my favorites. The last Sutton was also a fun one, as well as the Turnquist family. Those three I'm really satisfied with how they turned out. As for settlement builds, I really enjoyed my old Longfellow's Cabin settlement build and my well, I did enjoy my Sanctuary one, but my Spectacle Island builds, those were very satisfying as well. Timothy Sins says Titanfall 2? No. We played Titanfall 2 a few weeks ago, but we haven't played it since then. I have one Titanfall 2 video up on my channel. But it was fun. I liked it. Oh, our screen got dark. There we go. Skelter says, I would look into NVIDIA Shadowplay for recording gameplay. Yes, but I would need an NVIDIA graphics card, and I sadly have an AMD R9. So I would have to completely upgrade my GPU. Which I may have to do, who knows. Nathan says, I absolutely adored the episode on University Point. Death to the Institute. It was a lot of fun. That was a fun one to put together, too. Jacob says, are you going to be playing any of the old Fallouts on this channel? Maybe. I already used footage from the old Fallouts in some of my videos. For example, my video on Exo-1 Power Armor used footage from both New Vegas and Fallout 3. My video on the Pulaski shelters used footage from Fallout 3. And my video on the Nuka Breaker mod used footage from Fallout New Vegas. So every now and then I will crack open one of the older Fallout videos to snag some footage, but there's still so much Fallout 4 lore to go through before I'm done. So I've got a lot to do. Kazar Sharu says, I heard many people are enjoying the Titanfall 2 single-player story. I'm one of those. I really enjoyed what I played of the Titanfall 2 single-player story. I streamed most of it live on this program. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on a boss. The first boss you get to. I'm having a hard time with the mechs, honestly. The gameplay is so different. The controls are so different between playing your regular human character, soldier, and playing the mech, that I'm struggling with trying to defeat that boss. Then again, I was playing on very hard, and maybe I just need to take a humility pill and reduce the challenge level of it. We'll see. Mad Dog says, hey, Oxshorn, I really enjoyed your recent video about Pikmin. I never thought about killing him before the video. I still don't. I just think it was a cool video that you did. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That one, it never came as a suggestion. No one on YouTube asked for it. But, I wanted to do a psychology video. I was reading about psychology, and then Pikmin came to mind, and I figured, oh, that would make a great video. So I put that one together. It was a lot of fun. Jertois says, Oxhorn, you need to make an Oxhorn follower mod. Man, I don't know. I could certainly do the voice acting for it, but I don't know how I'll put it together. It's a little weird for me to turn myself into a mod. I don't know. Slooty Newt says, hey there, Oxhorn, PS4 mods are out for Fallout 4. That's true. They came out today. I'm working on a video right now where I'm going to go over my favorite PlayStation 4 mods that have been released in the past 24 hours. So be sure to check out my my video tomorrow morning, which is going to go over them all. You should do a lore video on Vault-Tec, says the Arctic Wolf. Yeah, there is the Vault-Tec headquarters in downtown Boston. That has a lot of great terminals and a lot of story that I could pilfer. That has been suggested before, and it is definitely an option. Oxhorn, your weapon as a follower would be empty Scotch bottles and smoke rings. Yeah, he'd have... There you go. So I could retexture the gamma gun, and instead of radiation waves, it sends smoke waves. Big old smoke rings. I could use the animation from the Robo-Brain attack. And then instead of Molotov cocktails, I throw big bottles of Scotch. Oh, that'd be great. Daniel Spencer says, hello, Ox. I had an idea that combined two of your Far Harbor videos. I think Eliza and the Fog Mother may be the same person. Maybe, maybe. Certainly an interesting idea. But, I mean, that would mean she would have to be a ghoul. Right? Because the only ones immortal are ghouls. Here's the question. Do ghouls not age? I mean, we know synth children don't age. And we know that vampires stop aging. And we know that ghouls don't die. But do they stop aging? Because that kid in the fridge, he was in that fridge without food or water, by the way, or a bathroom, by the way, for 200 years. Didn't he age? What happened with that? It's weird to me that ghouls can't starve, says Turbo Flea. Yeah, that's another thing. If ghouls can't starve, why are there ghouls farming tarberries at the slug? Why would they need the tarberries if they don't need to eat? For money? I guess they could sell the tarberries. So was that the entire point of the farm at the slug, was just to farm and sell tarberries? Or maybe they only eat for recreation purposes. The ghouls explain it. They age 2 quintillion times slower. Okay. Oswald says they live forever. Well, yes, we know they live forever. We know they don't die. But Billy the Kid in the fridge seems to be the only reference that the ghouls don't age as well. Jacob Melvin says, I think they stop aging, but their brains deteriorate, hence the feral ghouls. No, because they, there are some ghouls, like Arlen Glass, who are pre-war. Like, they got their radiation poisoning that turned them into a ghoul the day the bombs dropped. And yet they're over 200 years old, and their minds haven't rotted. Which means that there must be some evolutionary quirk within certain individuals that makes them predisposed to not being immune to radiation, unlike the children of Adam, therefore they turn into ghouls, but being immune to radiation enough so that they also retain their sentience. But, we don't have any, I don't know of any lore that says that. That's just what I'm piecing together from what I've seen in the game. Hyper Arcade says, Ox, you should make a lore video on Maxwell's world. It has a lot of lore. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I don't know. It wasn't really my kind of thing. Like, you get the Maxwell's world mod, and they've got a lot of adult-themed stuff in there. And I know Fallout has a lot of adult-themed stuff in it, too. So, maybe it fits in well, but I've been trying to stay away from mods that are too adult. The Nether Hunter says, humans are diverse. Maybe it depends on the person that turned into a ghoul. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there just may be some people who are more innately immune to nuclear radiation. Maybe there was a mutation in the human gene pool that made some people less prone to dying from radiation. Adeptuous says, I thought they mentioned that they age super slow. Well, maybe you're right. I'm going to have to look into it. Eventually, all ghouls go feral. It just takes some of them longer than most, says the illustrious 000. Is that true? The thing that's weird about it is it seems that Rachel's feralness happened really quickly. Like, she was in the Kitty Kingdom with Oswald the day the bombs fell. She and Oswald, unlike everyone around them, were the only ghouls that stayed sentient. All of the other ghouls immediately turned into feral ghouls. Oswald became a glowing one with some sort of magical ability that allowed him to resurrect other ghouls, which again itself is a very weird thing. What's up with that? He can resurrect ghouls? What? Okay, I'll get to that in a minute, so whatever. But then he and Rachel, 200 years later, are the only sentient ones. Then, for some reason, she decides 200 years later to go out and find a cure for ghoulishness. And while she's out, suddenly her feral nature starts to creep up on her all at once. Was it the irradiated steam and fog and spray and mist in the Kitty Kingdom that was keeping them sane? And if so, why did it make all of the others feral? Because basically, as soon as she left the Kitty Kingdom, we hear in her holotape that she feels it starting to creep up on her. And the voice actor is even going, I can feel the feralness of my nature coming upon me. It was hard to take seriously. I'm sitting there going, all right, you guys go. You go, Bethesda. Flying Mantis says it was the amusement park that rotted her brain. If I was in Disneyland for 200 years, I would turn feral too. That's a good point. Yak Clock says Oswald is a glowing one. Ghouls can heal with rads. Maybe he just wakes them up with an overdose of rads? Maybe. But, yeah, maybe. Jay says, I was always under the impression that ghouls go feral at random. That's what I thought. I figured it was like a random thing. Because that's the only thing that would explain Rachel. If they gradually go feral over time, then she would slowly go from normal, kind of still sane, well, maybe a lower IQ, all the way down to I'm just straight up feral now. There's got to be like a turning point that suddenly you just go feral. Macedoria says, this is one of those situations where you just have to say, it's just a game. Yeah, but that's half the fun. Half the fun of the game is figuring this stuff out. Sergeant Panda Head says, hey, I love your channel. Thank you very much, Panda Head. Pleasure to have you on the program. iMike says, how old is that beard, man? Mine is 3 months now. Well, kudos to you, good sir. Congratulations on growing an epic beard. Mine is, I don't even know how old I would say it is. I've had it since I was 18. But I trim it every now and then. I haven't trimmed this one in, it's been many months. As you can see, I've got things flying out all over the place. I haven't trimmed it. All right, ladies and... Perfect timing. T. Kaputs says, play Overwatch, in all caps, which is why he was silenced by my moderator bot. But you're right, it is time to play Overwatch. It is coming up upon that time where we switch gears from just doing the live broadcast to also playing Overwatch. But before I do, I need your suggestions. What would you like to see? We do this based upon your suggestions. What kind of ship should I create? That's right, at the end of every episode, ladies and gentlemen, I blow into existence a smoke ship that did not exist there before. Do you want to see a smoke galleon, a smoke zeppelin, a smoke submarine, a smoke rowboat, a smoke paddle boat? I see a J says, I'm new to Fallout. Your vids have really helped me out. Well, thank you very much. Smoke USS Constitution, says Turbo Flea. Superstar Destroyer, says Jared W. Jared W says, with an A-wing crashing into the flight deck. A swan boat, says Austin. Can you do a man of war, says Puffin Stuff. The Santa Maria, says Zane Jackson. A U-boat, says Master Epic Sir. A Smoke Mary Celeste, says Yaklok. A Smoke Tugboat. A Smoke Santa's Sled, says I See a J and Jacob Melvin. Oh, we've got some big ones here on the Twitch chat. From Gregoron Blackbane, Oxhorn stands upon his sleek sky schooner sailing the seas of Cirrus, powered by 70,000 miniature Brahmins' flatulence as propulsion due to feeding them nothing but guacamole laced with Tabasco sauce. I think we have a contender here, ladies and gentlemen. As he gazes upon the horizon, an ominous object approaches awfully abruptly. To his horror, the vile vegetable vixen viciously violates the valiant vessel with a voracious volley of vegetables, particularly zucchini and cucumbers. I love the alliteration, by the way. To counter her bombardment, Ox pulls his pocket-sized Parmesan projectile and aims towards the witch. Veggies don't belong on lasagna. Oxhorn bellows as he hurls his weapon towards his adversary. They really don't. And with an epic explosion of cheese and myriads of meats, the desolate lands far below are treated with a deluge of delicious dishes and occasional witch entrails. Well done, Greg. Well done. That's got to be it. I wept, I laughed. That smoke ship hit me on an emotional level, says the Bancy Fadger. All right, we're going to be doing Greg's smoke ship. So pay close attention. So everything that I just said, that is what I'm going to be painting with smoke right now. Basically, an alliterative lasagna story in smoke. Are you ready? Ah! Whoa! Did you see it? It was brief. Just before your eyes, before it vanished into nothingness. We saw everything Greg said. I don't need to repeat it. You all know. You just saw it, right? In the smoke ship. Took a lot of effort. I have to say I exerted a lot of effort in that one. But at the end of the day, art will stand upon art's own merits. I saw it, says Turbo Flea. I stand in awe, says Luke Shimek. Holy cremoli, says DJ. Way to go, Ox, says the Slooty Newt. Amazing, exactly as described, says Adeptuous. Holy smokes, says Macedorius. Holy moly, says Huffington. Well, I'm glad, you know, I sometimes, I don't know how it happens. It's just part of the gift, you know. Oswald can resurrect other ghouls. I can blow smoke ships. It's a fair world. Every time Oxhorn blows the smoke ship onto the screen, the whole video freezes for 3 seconds. The epicness is too strong for my video card. You're welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Let us transition towards something new. Something having to do with Overwatch and heroes and stuff like that. All right. My BattleNet has been downloading an update. Oh, that's for the public test server. See if this works. What? Why is it not? Why is it black? Why is it black? What is going on? Alright, hold on. Hold on. I got this. I got this. Nope. Nope. Hold on. Hold on. Almost there. It's technology. The technology does not want me. What? Why is it black? Alright, hold on, hold on, hold on. Well, we're gonna have to do it that way. That's strange. I wasn't able to do it the way I normally do. But hey, at least it's working. At least it's working, ladies and gents, right? Sombra hacked your game, says Skeletor. Yeah, probably. Alright, I'm there. We're in. Let's do this. Greg says, would you like to do regular quick play or 6v6 with no limits? Your call, my friend. I'm happy to do anything. I haven't tried all of the casino games yet. I did 3v3 once. But it's up to you. The last time I tried waiting for 6v6, it took forever. So whichever is the shortest time to wait. That's what I want to do. Sounds good, Greg. All right, we're in a game, right? All right. Greg, I'm not gonna roll Sombra. There will be 50 Sombras in this match. Well, no, 12, 11, because I won't be. There will be 11 Sombras in this game, and I'm not gonna roll Sombra. We'll see. What is your battle tag, asks Raven Breeze Games. It is 1649. 1649. Who do you mean, asks Brody. If I'm on defense, I typically go... See, what did I tell you? Everyone is doing Sombra. I'm not even... Everyone's doing Sombra, and I'm doing Torbjorn. Of course. I'm doing the mech that can get hacked.
See you later. I might need this later.
Greg says, you do you, Ox. Sombra probably doesn't suit you well. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I'm gonna have 15 invisible Sombras stalking me up here.
Right. Now, do what you were built to do.
So far, no lag. That's good news.
Attackers incoming.
Oh, I am feeling a little bit of it. Oh, oh, look at that. You see that jitteriness?
See you later.
These Sombras, man. They gotta go up here, though. I know those doggone Sombras are going to be coming across this bridge.
Under fire!
See you later.
Ah!
Worked hard on that!
Doggone Oh no, it's not Sombra. It's a Reaper. Right on my butt.
Time to roll up my sleeves. Such potential.
The payload has reached the champion.
Oh no!
Do this.
Thank you, I need my hammer. Hammer and magic helmet. Hammer and magic helmet. Doc got it all with your... Ah!
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Ready to work.
I wonder how long it'll take for everyone to get Sombra out of their system.
My EMP is almost charged.
Crazy says, hey Oxhorn, can you send me a late birthday update?
I see great things.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to you.
Ready for
Oh, wrong side, right? No, wait, no, right side. Right side.
just look at you. Armor here. My ultimate is ready.
The payload has reached the champion.
That's right. Thanks for the heals. Doggone invisible Sombra. They hacked my things. Ah. Reaper here. And my turret just sits there and lets him kill him.
The drawing board.
Well, Bunkus, love is on to do.
See you later.
I have big ones for you. Do you appreciate my craftsmanship? Masterpiece.
Armor up!
Output levels maximized.
Output levels maximized. I think I've heard that one before. I think this new Sombra update gave the heroes new voice options, honestly. I'm hearing things that I didn't hear before. Or maybe I'm just deaf and learning something. Thanks for the heals.
Such potential. Tuber built to do.
Who's shooting their guns at me? You don't have the right.
¿Qué onda?
Oh, I got hacked! For how long? Well, I'm dead. Doesn't matter now. Oh no, the coworker!
Back in the fight.
Alright, let's see if I can get back up there before they come. It'll be tricky. Oh. Did you see that pincer movement? Keep it away!
To roll up my sleeve.
Keep it away, keep it away, keep it away now.
I see great things for you.
Drop the beat.
Focus! Sorry for the lack of commentary. Focus! You're welcome. No! That's Sombra, man. Look at her go. Ooh, she's tearing it up. Oh, she's throwing me up. Ultimate, 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 ultimate. Oh, I need 10 more.
Almost ready.
I can always use more.
Don't let us now.
Oh, they have... I'm gonna have to reevaluate how I do that.
Show them what you can do.
Woo! Whoa! Look at that! Pulled it out at the end. Nicely done, folks. Well, we got it.
Play of the game.
Scott Steele says, I've been watching your videos from day one. You're the best. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Glad to have you on the program. Hey, look at that. I got myself some happies. Let's see. Who on the enemy team was the best? Probably. Oh! Didn't have enough time. Sorry, guys. Scotch. Big Stacks 2 says, good lord, Sombra has taken over. Slowy Newt says, is Overwatch a multi or are there single missions?
Arriving at E.
There's a practice mode, but it's a multiplayer game. That's how you get the fun. Awesome videos, says Eric Acosta, sorry. Thank you very much. Pleasure to have you on the program. What time is it? How am I doing on time? It's 8:21. I got a little bit of time left, don't I? The Badge of Edge says, Ox, try smoking a cigar. Well, the next time I'm losing, I will. Because this amps up my superpowers. My super Overwatch powers.
Mayhem. What a bunch of misfits and freaks we got here. Hello. Love it. Move back.
5,
Ox, what's your tag? It's Oxhorn at 1649 on the battle nets
capture the objective.
and the interwebs. The battle nets and the interwebs. Alright, let's do this up. Here we go. Going around the corner. We're going to do this on the side to make sure they can't come in. Those doggone people with the things. And look, there we go. Oh, there's. Oh, they got me. Oh, I should have known better. Look at this. Ah, man. I should have known better. That's what I get. Trying to be clever.
Hello.
Oh, and I'm stuck? No, no, and I'm not stuck. Oh, no, what is this that I'm experiencing? Oh, and it's lag is what I'm experiencing. What? It's teleporting all over the map there.
Blow it up again.
Yes, yes, yes. You know what, you Farrah thing?
The objective is compromised. Let's clear it out.
Oh! Doggone invisible creature.
EMP activated.
Fire in the hole!
Wow, they have been contesting for quite some time.
This will protect us.
Double kill.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, that's a fine how do you do?
Too bad they took it too. At least we got people on the point there. After I challenged that point.
You coming?
Get ready for a
Oh, that makes me sad. That makes me sad too.
Double kill. Best round.
Woo!
1.
Come on. There we go. Got Anna. King of Rats says I finally got the stream when it's live. That's right, good sir. Welcome to the program. Vixen Foxes says, hi, Oxhorn. This is my second live stream of yours. I'm watching your like a supportive best friend. Thank you. Just want to say your voice is super cool and nice. Or super nice and cool. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Live for a good fight.
Right now, we need to What's wrong with the classics? I love Hasselhoff. Have you heard Night Rocker?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
And the Junkrats do exactly the same thing. Oh, right behind me, get off!
The objective is
Look at this sneaky. She sneaks up behind me. Oh, and she got me. Sombra is changing the game. I think I killed myself there. No, I definitely got killed.
Well, that's a fine how do you do?
I'm taking the objective. You know you want some.
What was that? Not sure what was going on there. It's kind of going all over the place. Looks like I jumped right into that. Ooh, getting a bit of latency.
Ultimate is ready.
My EMP is almost charged.
Cigar says special bulletin Scotch and smoke rings will not be live next week due to Thanksgiving. And he's right, it won't be.
Securing the objective.
But I'm gonna have to figure out a new time for it, and I'm not sure yet. I'll have to figure it out. I haven't quite decided. Not sure what went on there.
Get rid of me that easily.
Oh, they're tearing up our team.
They're taking the point. Time to blow it. Them. I meant them.
Work
EMP
together.
charged.
This bomb's for you.
Sometimes you just gotta run in there as Junkrat and let your death animation kill them all.
Well, that's a fine.
But too bad we're on overtime with only one person on the point, and they're at 99%. Ooh, this is tricky.
round 2 lost.
Oh, and I missed it. I was gonna run in there.
Score 1-1.
Remember your training, and we'll get through this just fine.
I'll never make a basket, regardless how often I try. Vixen Foxes asks, Oxhorn, is the game super fun? It looks super cool and fast paced. It is super fun. I had to slowly get used to how fast paced it was, but I finally got used to it.
Round 3. Capture the objective.
What is going on? You see how I'm teleporting over the map there?
The objective is now.
Oh, and he just walked right by my, he just walked right by my trap.
You won't get rid of me that easily. Brings tears to the eyes.
How did I not die? Heals? Again, I don't know how I didn't die there. But long before that time.
You won't get rid of me that easily. Get ready for a shot.
I am capturing the objective. Try and stop me. Barrier activated.
Ah, come on, man. He puts his barrier down to do that little strike, and I die.
Takes a licking.
At least he took it.
Some ticket.
They're taking the objective.
And we're taking it back.
Probably
Oh,
stop
my
that.
God.
My ultimate is charging.
Come on, we need to get control of the point.
Oh, no, that's going to do it. Oh, that's going to do it.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
3 on the point and 99%. Oh.
They're taking the objective. Don't do that.
Oh, I'm surprised that didn't cap it.
If you don't succeed, blow it up again.
Yes, this is it. Oh, no, it's not.
Get ready for a shot.
And I'm done. I should have done it inside. Well played, well played.
Play of
It was a good game. He just absorbed my my bombs there at the end. Well done, Nayland.
epic.
Unreal.
Traveling to Nepal. Select your hero.
All right. Got about 10 more minutes.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
If these bots want to go into the light, I'd be more than happy to help. This bomb's for you!
Да, точно.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Ahorita regreso.
I have found the enemy. Come and face me.
¿Qué onda?
Goodness, I was on their radar. Oh, they also got him.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. The point's under attack. Let's give them something to think about.
That was a good hook. Watch this. Nice hook.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
Let's try and stay out of the way this time.
He's alive! He's alive!
See, that's new. That's a new audio cue.
Ahorita regreso.
You've heard this one before. It's a junk.
Man.
Zenyatta is here.
Back for more.
Beacon in place.
Goodness, that hook of his. I mean, look at this.
Огонь по готов.
Well, that's a fine. How do you do?
The objective is mine.
Yay, well done.
Tracer here.
Get ready for a shot. It's a junk.
Thanks.
Огонь по готовности.
Oh, they flanked us.
Огонь по готовности.
Look at that. Ooh, wow, well done.
Can't get rid of me now.
Zenyatta, play of the game right there.
First round lost.
not returned here for many years. I wonder if my brother...
Oh, just...
No. Angle off.
It is not the triumph, but the fight.
Soldier 76 reporting to duty.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Raising the volume.
Bad guys.
Right behind
The
me.
objective is now active.
I deserve that. That's a cool ability of hers to be able to teleport like that.
I might need this. Stay on that.
Reach the objective. Let's coordinate our efforts.
60 seconds, that's a long time.
Into the iris. Experience.
Party on the objective.
For more.
Who's in?
Ain't checking in.
Visor activated. I'm taking the objective.
Oh, she teleported out of it. Oh, well done. She had 3 health left. Did you see that?
Get rid of me that easily. Oh. Time to accelerate.
I'm taking the objective. Want some?
Here we go. Oh, let's break it.
Taking the objective.
Winston
Get ready for a shot.
Ooh, she teleported out of the way.
Огонь по готовности.
What? Oh, tough. No. I love that bear. Oh, never mind.
Back for more.
And on the point, on the point, on the point, on the point. Ooh, so close. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is my cue.
Play of the game.
If I can figure out how to do this. There we go. That's my cue, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. We do this every week, same Ox time, same Ox channel. I'm going to go get myself some dinner and then try and knock out this final video of the day. I appreciate all of your views on YouTube and all of your subscriptions. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning for my new video on PS4 mods. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, be sure that each and every one of you stays classy.